Hi there, there's not much to do with the bees today, so I thought I'd talk about these swarm traps that I put out. Now I have a few other videos about swarm traps too, but I thought I'd get them ready here today and just show you how I get them ready. They're a lot of fun, swarm traps. A few different places that I set them up at, and sometimes I catch a swarm and sometimes I don't. Here in my yard, just to catch any swarms I don't notice. And I do. And then also in friends' yards, I'll put them in trees. I'll use this little stand that I built, and I put them up in the trees, people's yards in town or out of town. The one story I have was the first time I put a stand like a swarm trap up there in a friend's yard, and at 11 in the morning, and by 2 p.m. it was full. They thought that was magical. And I think it is too. It's a lot of fun catching a swarm. And it's a cheap way of getting yourself a box of bees too. Now I did actually put this one up in the bush one time. And you can see that the bear got a hold of it. Ripped it out of there. That's why this part's broken. I am going to go and look for another bush spot. A good spot might be down by the river. I don't know if we actually do have wild hives up this far north. Winter is pretty harsh, and the trees aren't very big. They don't have big enough holes in them to house a swarm of. But down by the river there's some big cottonwoods, and if anywhere they would stay in there, I think. And so if there's any wild honeybee hives around, I think they might be down there. And so my idea is to bring one of these down and put them up somewhere down there. Now what I do here is I have this lemongrass oil. Put a few drops in there, and then I just leave the bag open like that, and I just drop it down in the bottom, and all summer long that just oozes out that nice smell of lemongrass. And anybody that knows something about bees knows that bees love the smell of lemongrass. Quite frankly, I kind of do too, so it's a nice smell. I put that down in there, and then I slide my old frames in here, and they say it's good to use old frames because for some reason the swarms are attracted to the smell of those old frames. They say it's a good use for your old frames. Now I've already put the lemongrass on these. I'll just throw them down in there. Maybe I'll make another video. I got 4 of these. One's already out in the field. I didn't even take it down. It's over at my daughter's. Yeah, I caught one over there last year, and I didn't notice it right away. My daughter didn't tell me I had one in there. And all summer long it built its comb because these frames aren't quite, there's a big empty space down in there. And they built them right down to the bottom. Boy, was it a mess. And I actually have a video of that, taking that out of there. It was a real mess, but it gave a nice swarm, and it was so big that I actually got 2 boxes of honey off it after I got it into a regular hive. Yeah, you can make them fancy too, gets artsy about it. I had my daughter paint all these on there for me, and then that's mine, of course. No paint, but people do like to, if they're going to be in their yards, they like to see it a nice painted box. Maybe I'll put this one back out in the bush since it's been bounced around anyhow. I gotta make a few more of these stands. I'll probably bring you along on my trip there, make another video of where I put it, and maybe if I do catch one I'll be able to show a video of it. Every 3 traps you put out you get one swarm out of it. I think it's a good thing to do. I'd love if I was down in the deep south somewhere where I could for sure some wild bees. But we're way up here up north, and we'll see. The swarms I get usually are just someone else's swarm. The one I told you about in that guy's yard, it had a marked queen. So, but sometimes as beekeepers we lose our swarms, and who knows where they go. If they don't decide to go into something like this, or you don't catch them, I'm not sure where they go. I've looked and looked and never found one wild swarm yet. Maybe someone like me is catching them. I hope so. Well, have a good day. Bye.